Hello, friends. I am Sarah B, and I am here for a little pop up live. I am just still getting prepared. And this is going to be a general reading, not personal, and it's going to be a collective reading. So all zodiac signs are welcome. What happens on my channel is I start with an overall energy. Thank you, Spirit, for clearing the past energies from previous readings. For the reading I'm about to begin, thank you, Spirit, for your guidance, clarity, and fluidity. And I'm sorry, I just had to clear the energies from the cards for you guys. But this is a general reading, not personal, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. What else? All zodiac signs, it's a collective reading. I start by doing the overall energy reading, and then I move on to answering your questions through a 2-card pull for each question. I do get to every question if you have patience, and you'll know it's your question because I will read your handle before I read and answer the question for you. So hopefully you're on board with all that. I'm shuffling for the overall energy for this reading. I hope you've had a great beginning to your week. And I am shuffling for the overall energy. Welcome to my channel. I hope all is well with everyone. I'm shuffling for the overall energy, and then I will answer your questions. I don't know if you were watching earlier, but I do the overall energy first, and then I come back and answer everybody's question. And you'll know it's your question because I'll read your handle first. And then I pull 2 cards for your question. Okay, so we have first is storm warning. So I figure things are about to get rocky with you guys. Some of you guys might be going through a shakeup in your life, in your personal life. Some people might be finding it hard I just heard hard to weather the storm. There's a lot of changes going on for everybody right now. And some of you are feeling like you are just being rocked. It hasn't been easy for you. It's been a very turbulent time. You feel like you're about to break. Spirit saying, keep going. There is a lot that you're going to learn from your experiences, but you have to keep going to understand why you're going through what you're going through. You'll be able to understand when you're further along in the process. They say hindsight's 20/20, but it's not even like you're going to be that far through the process when you're able to realize why you had to go through the things you had to go through, is what I'm being told. There's going to be a lot of things that need to be adjusted, or you might see them as like a cleanup or repairing, but Spirit's saying consider it an adjustment. This is just an adjustment. I just keep hearing just an adjustment. So this is like an adjustment time. So what you're going through, yes, it might be very hard right now, but you're going to understand why. That is I'm just getting a lot of energy from this card. I'm very turbulent. And I wonder why. A lot of you are having anxiety because of this, this turbulent time. A lot of changes happening. I feel like some of you might be very connected to the moon. I say that because I was guided to look at these waves. And when the moon affects water, bringing up, you know, high waves and such. So some of you might be connected to the moon. There might be something in this reading for you that you're guided to. And yes, a lot of you have a lot of anxiety about this. You might be feeling like you are in a stuck position, like you have nowhere to go, you have no options. But the reality is you are able to break free. This is all in your head. You are able to get out of the situation you're in. You are able to move forward in a situation if you put your mind to it. There's always an answer. You're never stuck. Sorry, my incense was like catching on fire. I'm trying to blow it out. It's like this ginormous flame. Sorry. So it looks like some of you are feeling like you're stuck. You're in a stuck position. And you keep telling yourself you can't do this, you can't do that. Maybe I can't afford to live on my own. I don't know what I would do without so-and-so. You know, it's like you're telling yourself these things. And while they might be true, maybe you don't have enough to move out on your own. But there are programs to help people. There are situations, there's people you can depend on and organizations that you can contact that can help you. If you're stuck, or say you have to bring your children with you, and you don't have anywhere to go. So, and even if that's not your situation, this could be you being in your mind, telling yourself these things. But you can quite simply release yourself. You just have to ask for help. You have to ask for guidance. Now, I do see abundance coming in for some of you, but I just heard, it's not going to come to you all willy-nilly. You have to work for it. You have to put in the time and the effort for whatever is of value. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean money. This could be something valuable to you. This could be love. This could be somebody's heart. This could be your children coming home. This could be your lover coming home, or your partner returning back to you if that's what you want, or your partner leaving if that's what you want. Whatever you value is what this is in equation to. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily mean money, but it means abundance, and abundance can look different to each and every person. So I do see that abundance coming in for you. I feel like there's a lot of growth coming in this stagnant energy that you've been sitting in is dissipating, because you are gaining, because of this whirlwind that you're gaining speed. Okay, and as much as these changes are shitty and you feel like you're stuck, it's creating these waves. It's creating a lack of stagnancy. So you're being forced to do what you have to do to become the person you need to be. And that's going to bring you to abundance. It's going to be hard. When I pick up this card, I get the chills. I'm feeling a lot of energy here. But it's not necessarily bad energy. It's energy of growth. It's an energy of change. And yeah, change is scary. That's where we have anxiety. Change is hella scary. But in the end, you'll understand why you had to do it. why you had to go through these things. All right, so let's, well, I was told to start with this one today. Okie dokie. Spirit saying, start with this one. All right, so I'm shuffling this. So when I pull these cards, it's going to be thinking of the person on your mind. Now, this is called Messages of Love. So this can be, doesn't have to be somebody romantic. It could be a partner. It could be a friend. It could be whatever situation resonates with you. Person on your mind, or who it reminds you of when I pull the card. And you can even ask, okay, patience, everything will unfold in divine timing. And that's part of I always say, trust divine timing. I never really give time frames. It's all in the work you put in. It's in the work your partner puts in. It's in the work the universe is creating for your paths to connect. So it's all in divine timing. Everything will unfold in divine timing. Patience. I know, I hate to be the bearer of that message all the time, but it's so important to trust in your higher power. And the more you trust, the more energy you are receiving, and the faster it's going to come to you. Denial. Detach with love to clearly see the truth. So there's something that you have your blinders on to. Selenophile, are you listening to me? I said I'm going to go through the overall energy, and then I will come back and answer your questions in the order that they're received. But I'm going to do the overall energy first, so please be patient. I see your questions. Everybody can get their turn. Okay, so you are needing to, there's something I was saying, there's something you have your blinders on for. There's something that you're not seeing. But it's like you're enabling a situation. So it's time to let go of something. Detach with love. We have twin flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. So some of you might be involved with your twin flame, or their energy might be coming and meeting up with yours soon. So you might want to look out for that. They might feel you thinking of them and try to reach out to you. Now, a twin flame is a mirror reflection of yourself. Now, I mean, sometimes they can open wounds for you. Oftentimes they reflect what our deepest fears and insecurities are, or something that we need healing. So it's not always a comfortable situation, but it is a high level growth situation. A twin flame is not a soulmate, or it could be. I mean, twin flames usually teach you really hard lessons. And if you're in the mindset of healing, then usually they open wounds to heal, and then you level up spiritually. But if either one of you isn't feeling or in that healing level yet, and you're leveling up and they're not, or vice versa, then you're still not going to connect until you're on the same level. True love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. So there's some true love energy circling you as well. So there is definitely, now your twin flame can be true love, but often that doesn't come until you guys are really on the same level. That comes when you guys are both going through healing. You guys both are on the same level and stop hurting each other. You guys really connect in more of a healing way and less of a hurting way. So that, you might not connect with your twin flame for lifetimes, but true love could be right in front of you and you're missing it because you're waiting for your twin flame to level up, and they may not even level up in this lifetime. So don't miss because you think you have a connection with your twin flame. Don't let true love pass you by because you're stuck on somebody else. We have passion. Try something you've never done before. Some of you might be called to try something new, and this doesn't necessarily need to be sexual. It could be a new hobby. Maybe you want to, because intimacy isn't always sexual. Intimacy could be spending time learning something new together. Maybe you want to take a dance class with your partner. Maybe you want to take a cooking class. Maybe you want to start a hobby, like maybe you want to jog together, or it could be anything. But try something new as a partnership, or by yourself if you want to. Love yourself. Why not? Okay, so we have, let's pull a couple cards from this. See what's going on with this deck, what messages Spirit has. And what's Spirit's messages? Woo! Let me get that. Hope. Okay, don't give up. If you have dreams, if you have passions, don't give up. This is Spirit saying, yeah, keep hoping, dream big. Dream big and keep on dreaming. Keep on working towards it. Because you can dream all you want, but you need to put in the work towards your manifestations. What else do we have, Spirit, from this deck? Thank you. We have blessing. Okay, so yeah, the more you put in work and keep that hope alive and trust in your divine, your higher power and the divine, you are going to reap blessings. Remember that door to value? I said, whatever you feel like abundance is, that's what's coming your way. That's the blessings that are coming your way. It doesn't have to be money. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. Whatever you feel like you need in your life, whatever is going to make you happy and emotionally and spiritually fulfilled, that's the abundance that you should be manifesting. All right, let's see here. We have insight and safety. Okay, safety. If some of you aren't in a safe situation, I feel like you are being called to address that. Leave the situation. Try to get out of it. I just heard seek refuge. So make sure you're staying safe, and if you need to, maybe the authorities need to get involved. Maybe you need to seek wisdom from a third party. This could be, a therapist or a counselor, or this could be a religious person. If you're seeking insight, it's about it's like the Hierophant energy is what I'm getting. Going to seek more wisdom from somebody who knows more than you about a situation. Get some guidance, get some clarification on how you're feeling and what to do in a situation. Okay, let's see what's coming from this guy. What else do we have, Spirit, for our collective? What do they need to know? Just so you know, I am Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. Thank you for your energy and coming by and hanging out with me. I am going through the general overall energy right now. You can ask questions, and I will go through each question, pulling 2 cards for each question. I do ask that you be patient because I go through each question separately. So that way you get individual attention when and where you need it. Okay, again, intimacy. I was just talking about intimacy. Can mean lots of things. Doesn't always have to be physical intimacy. It could be about just learning things about each other, taking those classes, be like connecting, and spending time with each other, getting to know each other on a different level than other people know. So yes, physical intimacy is beautiful. However, it doesn't always have to be physical. There's so many ways to be intimate with somebody. We have daydream. I'm feeling, seeing things from a different perspective, keeping your eyes open, your heart, your soul open to new and different experiences. I feel like there's a lot of experiences coming in that many of you have never felt or seen before because of all the changes coming in your life. But you can't turn your nose up to it. You have to be able to keep an open-minded and open heart for these changes, because they're coming in strong. And you're going to need to, I just heard, think on your feet. So you might not even have time to mull it over. You're just going to have to make a decision right then and there. So seeing things from a higher perspective, taking the good out of these changes. Don't just look at the negative aspects of situations. Make sure you're taking the good away from these experiences, as well as the lessons. Humility. Humility is about doing things and not telling people, doing good things and not telling people you're doing good things. You know, going through these things and not broadcasting it all over social media. You know, taking time to reflect and be mindful and kind towards people. And even if you don't get recognition, do it because you want to. Because your heart's telling you this is what needs to be done. Not because you're going to get that at a girl or at a boy out of somebody. Or it's like, if you are able to help other people, or maybe you were helped in the past and now you're at a stage in your life where you can help other people, pay it forward. Be humble in your life and your love, and help others where you can. It doesn't have to cost you a lot. It could be giving somebody a compliment. It could be driving somebody somewhere. If they need a ride, it could be a myriad of things that you just never even know. It could make somebody's day a better day. All right, so now this deck is, again, for your partner. Questions about your love life. It's called Clarifying Love Situations. So it's whomever you are in a love situation with. So it could be a marriage, a partner, a crush, a situationship. Maybe it's a third-party situation. Who the hell knows? It's not my business. It's whoever comes to your head when I pull the card. All right, so Spirit, what does the collective need to know from this deck? What does the collective need to know? What messages? Thank you. We have strong roots. Pull weeds of resentment so your love can bloom. All right? So maybe you're resenting a situation or somebody in the relationship. So, you have to go through that. Pull the weeds out. You know, if this is a distraction in your relationship, then you have to make sure you're working through all that. Pulling the weeds so you can grow stronger. You don't want to give your attention, just like a plant. You don't want to, you got to pull those dead leaves, because you don't want nourishment to go into these dead parts of a plant. So you have to cut those off or pull them out. So you're not having nourishment go somewhere else. Okay, so lone path. needing to take time out or be on your own for a while. So maybe you're in a rut. Maybe you have to separate for a little while. That doesn't mean things are over. It just means you might have to work on yourself, or maybe your partner has to work on themselves. But this might be exactly what you need to reconnect, to understand how much you guys love each other and long for each other. It doesn't mean you have to stop going out on date nights every once in a while, but take time out so you can learn and understand what happened and how you attributed to the situation and how they attributed to the situation and how you can work through things. All right, so I'm just going to pull a couple more cards and then I'll move on to tarot for you guys. All right, shuffling for love situations, whatever that might look like to you. Okay, so we have prickly defenses. Barriers caused by past hurts block you. Be patient. Okay, so sometimes we have jaded past. Sometimes we've been treated shittily by people in our past and we put up these walls. So we put up our defenses. It's time to understand that not everybody is your ex. Yes, it's hard. It's hard to heal from something, but then you shouldn't be dating. Make sure you're healed before you get back out there. And make sure you lower your defenses, because these new people coming in who could offer you real, true love shouldn't have to pay for your ex's wrongdoings. All right, so remember, these new people coming in are not your ex, so don't treat them that way. Between the lines, uncover the truth carefully and write your own ending. So make sure, and even if you hear maybe something's revealed to you that's scary or puts an ending to a relationship, don't let it stop there. Don't let it stop you from moving forward. Write your own ending. This isn't the end of you. This is the end of maybe a relationship, but it's the beginning of a new path. So just because one path might be over, that doesn't mean it's the end of you. It means you're starting something else. All right, boy, oh boy. That was a lot of energy. Okay, thank you guys for your patience. You're super awesome. I am going to shuffle these cards and then I'm going to scroll back up and start at the beginning. And see what's going on with my beautiful viewers. All right. Scrolling up, scrolling. Okay, so Selenophile, I hope you're still here. Okay, she asks, Pradeep and Meghana, no connection. When will he come back? How do you know he's coming back? How do we know he's coming back? Can I have another card for Selenophile? She wants to know when Pradeep is coming back. I would like to know how you know he's coming back at all. But it's not my. All right, so we have the Five of Swords so far. Spirit, what other energy for Pradeep? Is Pradeep coming back? Okay, so it's time to get out of your head. I feel like you're trying to be controlling in this situation. with the Five of Swords energy. This is a controlling, self-sabotage situation. And the more you try to convince this person or try to persuade them to come back or even trick them or manipulate them into coming back, the more you're pushing them away. You have to get out of your head. You're holding yourself back about this situation. There has to be something else you think about because you're pouring too much energy into when will he come back. We don't know he's coming back. Okay, so I feel like the more you think about this, the more you're pushing this situation away, and which isn't good if you would like them to come back. But I didn't hear you ask that. I heard you say, when is he going to come back? Like, it's just assumed. Okay, so happy days. Okay. Thank you guys for subscribing. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy. I am Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. So guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Right now I'm pulling 2 cards for the collective reading. I just went through the overall energy, and I'm going back and starting at the beginning and pulling 2 cards for each question. So please feel free to ask questions if you feel keen to do that, and I will get to you. Just please have some patience. I really do appreciate it, and I love your energy. I can feel it. I can feel it. Today was not the best day. You know, when you have to keep like a mask on that you're happy, and I work in customer service, so it's like, you know, you try to keep that smile on, you know, on your face, and some days are harder than others. So it's like I come home and I just feel all these emotions, and it's not easy. So I was like, I don't know if I'm going to go live tonight, but as soon as I come on here, I feel your energy, and it's like, why did I even think twice about not coming on here? You guys are so amazing. It's truly a gift. You guys are a gift to me. So thank you. I appreciate everything you do. And subscribing and liking is totally free for you, but it helps me so much spread my messages and my channel to gather some circulation on YouTube. So you have no idea the sweetness. It really is appreciated from my heart. All right, so Happy Days says they'd like a reading. So let me, since I wasn't really, I want to give it a good shuffle and concentrate on Happy Days general reading. Spirit, Happy Days would like just a couple cards as a general reading to start off. Happy Days I'm shuffling for. General reading. Couple cards, thank you. Can I get one more for Happy Days? Spirit, one more for Happy Days. Okay, so we have 7 of Wands to start with. I feel like you are defensive against something, putting up your guard. Maybe you don't want somebody to see something that you've been working on, is what I just heard. See something that you've been working on, or it could be read something that you've been writing. Like there's something along those lines. There's something that you are maybe trying to not divulge to the public yet. Maybe you're working on something creative. Maybe you have plans to start something new. We have the Ace of Wands. This is something exciting. This is all Wands energy. This is creativity, lots of energy, spontaneity. However, I feel like there's something that you're guarded, like you are working on something exciting. You can't wait to get started on something, but you also are like, okay, second guessing yourself. Am I ready to do this? Um, you know, can I manage this? Am I good enough for this? Um, there's something that you're holding back on. But I do feel like this is exciting, like you're excited about it. Maybe this is, if it's not a creative project or something along those lines, this could be somebody, that you're apprehensive about dating. You're afraid to let in or show your true colors to. You're afraid that they're not going to like you for you. That kind of situation. Lots of excitement though. I'm feeling like giddy almost when I pull them. Hello, Alexandro. Okay, Hi from Nigeria. Hello, how are you? Allow you Wakatan Amir. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Okay, now I think I answered this question already. Pradeep and Megan, no commitment. Yep. Ten of Swords. That's an ending. There's an ending. As I'm rereading your question, Selenophile, Ten of Swords comes out. This is over. I really don't think that Pradeep is coming back in the way you want them to. Okay, happy days. Yes, I'm going through the worst time I've ever experienced. I'm about to give up. Oh no! Happy days! Do not give up on everything. Do not give up. Do not. We just had a card saying don't give up. Where was that? It's going to get better. I promise you. I don't know what card it was, but I said it earlier in the reading. Don't give up. Things are changing. And you're going to understand why soon. Why you shouldn't give up. Is one of the first things I said when I started the reading. You might not have been tuned in yet. But there's something that you're going to understand why things are happening the way they are. It's going to come into light soon. So please do not give up. Yeah, I said that like right in the beginning of the reading. Okay, Garden of Humility. And thank you. Thank you, Happy Days, for keeping everybody in check. I appreciate that. Okay, so... Oh, Garden of Humility wants to put their judgment on me. That judgment right back to you. Hope it comes to me in money. So we have... Oh, no. Oh, Happy Days. Oh, that breaks my heart. Hi, Razia. How are ya? Good to see you today. Okay, Razia's asking, what is Mershad's current energy? Somebody, is he starting over? Wants to come back for a second chance? Starting something over again. Or starting something new. Not over again, but starting something new. Because it's a rebirth, technically, with the Death card in reverse. So this is Mershad. His energy is of starting something new. Let's see if I could get another card for Mershad's energy. Razia, what is Mershad's energy? Shuffling for Rezia. Rezia wants to know what is mercy. It's hard when he's not in the chat because I don't know. I can't read his energy. I can only read your energy. Spirit, can we connect with Murshid? Rezia's person? Sometimes it's hard. Thinking about the past. But I'm getting, like, thinking about the past. But he wants to grow from it with this rebirth. Like, maybe he's learning from the past and wants to start over. Wants change. He's putting something to an end and wants to change. Learning from the past is what I understood. Okay, so Nicholas. Nicholas would like a couple of cards pulled for him. Of course, Nicholas, you're welcome. Shuffling for Nicholas. Shuffling for thank you. Oh, something is coming in that you're going to enjoy, and it's going to last a long time. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Can I have another card for Nicholas? Nicholas is a friend of the channel. So we have the King of Wands. I feel like something is coming in. It's coming in, and it's going to stick around. This is something that you're going to enjoy. It's like something that you think is funny or exciting or silly. Like, I felt like you were being childlike. Like goofing around. So something that you might enjoy. Something that's going to last a while. Knight of Cups. So now we have 2 knights coming in. This could be a new connection for you. And, you know, usually the Knight of Wands in the upright means it's an in and out energy. This isn't going to stick around. But we got the Knights of Wands. And the first thing I said is it's going to last a while. So I feel like this, you might be starting something new with somebody, or might just feel that attraction. Maybe nothing has happened yet, but there might be an attraction you feel towards somebody. And they are, I just heard, they have you hooked. They have you hooked. So this could be like, maybe you're just starting to, you realize that you're attracted to this person. This could be somebody who's already in your energy, but I feel like this person could be around the same age, the same type of energy, same kind of personality, with these 2 knights coming out. And like I said, I feel like it's going to be long lasting. If you're not realizing it yet, I feel like you'll realize it soon, and they're going to have you hooked. Thank you, Nicholas. Okay, happy days. There's happy days keeping everybody in order. All right. Hi, Jazz. How are you? Good to see you. Hi, Aki. Okay, Jazz wants to know, what's the energy surrounding this weekend? Spirit, what is the energy surrounding this weekend for Jazz? What is the energy surrounding this weekend for Jazz? Energy surrounding this weekend. You're going to finally relax. You have to take stuff off your plate. You're overwhelmed, and you're being asked to get out of your head, put down what you're doing, take some time for yourself. With the 10 of Wands in reverse. What else? Can I have another card for Jazz? Energy for the weekend. Thank you. There's something that you're trying to get out of. Were you invited somewhere, or did you make plans that you want to cancel on? Did you want to call out of work? There's something that you want to get out of here. It might be work because we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse too. Something not working out. Maybe this is somebody you're dating or somebody you're thinking about that's not working out. But something you're trying to maneuver yourself away from is what I'm getting this weekend. Maybe you're invited to something and you don't feel comfortable going, or you don't want to go. Of course, you know me. My suggestion is to put yourself out there. You're not going to meet new people or experience new things from your home. So if you can, I know a lot of people have anxiety and depression, but if you can safely get out there and experience these things, I feel like everybody should, and that's for overall. It's important to spread your energy, because remember, you guys are love, you guys are radiant. And we don't only need people, people need us, because we are sunshine, we are love. And when we go out there and the love and our light get out there, that's healing energy for the world. So people who are empaths and healers and have the capability of being such need to get out. We can't be staying home. We have to push ourselves, even if we don't feel like it. If we are healthy enough to do it, mentally and physically, then we really need to try to get out there, because there are people who are longing for healing. In my opinion, of course, you have free will, do what you want, but I felt like if more people were out there, then maybe the world wouldn't be the way it is. We need to show our light and love and show people that there are good people still in the world. We're just to have anxiety and depression. We are here. I'm not lying. I'm just lighting more incense. I'm going to get to you next, Ben Smith. Let me just light some more incense. Okay, so Ben Smith is next. Hello, Ben Smith. I have been in a marriage with a difficult woman for 16 years. Oh, no. Ooh. Spicy. My personal female yoga trainer has a crush on me. What should I do? Let's see what the cards have to say. Ben Smith also says, I have 3 kids. Well, let's see what the cards have to say. Spirit, I'm shuffling for Ben Smith. Ben Smith is struggling right now and wants to know what should he do about his yoga teacher. He's in a conundrum and wants to know what he should do. Well, you're given the opportunity. There's opportunities there for sure. And I feel like you have been putting off taking those opportunities. Because it's in the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. What else, Spirit? See, and you know what, Ben? Thank you for putting yourself out there. I feel like more people have questions like that. And I thank you for realizing that I'm a safe enough place not to judge you. And to know that it's real. You know, you could be with somebody for a long time and feel attracted to somebody else. And these are real human feelings. And it shouldn't be a stigma to know that we're human and we have these thoughts. So thank you. I appreciate you putting yourself out there, because it's not easy to do that, where you could get a lot of backlash. And I hope nobody's doing that right now. So I do see that you have anxiety about this. You're freaking out, like you're losing sleep about it, but you haven't acted on it yet. Now I did see that Nicholas wrote earlier, divorce. Not to call you out, Nicholas, but I'm wondering if you talked to your wife. Let's see what, I want to clarify this. Knight of Pentacles in reverse spirit for Ben. Okay, so your guard is still up. You haven't let down that guard yet to act upon anything. You are in Emperor. You have your battle gear on. You are feeling like you're defensive about this at home, and you're scared when you're not at home. I feel heightened emotions as I shuffle these cards. Queen of Swords. This is that cold, that's that difficult woman. Cold, that's a coldness. The Queen of Pentacles is known for being bitchy and cold. So yeah, I do see that they're treating you in a way. I mean, really, you have free will. The Star card. This is wish fulfillment. So, are your dreams to, or is your wish to fix things with your wife? Or is your wish to be with this other person? I feel like this person, you're finding it harder and harder to remain strong in this person's presence. Now, whatever your wishes are going to be fulfilled, okay, with the Star card. But I feel like see, there's so much anxiety around this. And I don't want to impose my opinions on it, but I do feel like if you want to, your wishes are going to be fulfilled. I don't want to impose my feelings because you didn't come here for my opinion. You came here for a card reading. I do see you in this reading. You have your guard up. It feels like you've been battling for a long time. This is the Emperor. In the Rider-Waite Tarot, they are in armor. So it feels like you've been fighting for a long time with this Queen of Swords, who is very icy. Known to be icy. You can look that up anywhere. I'm not just saying that because you wrote here a difficult woman. This is a known fact that the Queen of Wands is icy. But I do feel like you've been putting off your desires. It's getting harder and harder for you to put them off. You're getting weakened by this, and you're in your head about it, which is all things that you knew. So I'm not getting any real, I'm feeling like free will. Like I'm not getting any real answers for you, Ben. I do feel your energy here. The big takeaway is what you wish for, your true desires, are going to come true. So if you want to, it's free will. Whatever your passion is, the universe is opening that up for you. And I'm not condoning Whether it's right or wrong, not my problem, not my situation. But I am going to read the cards for you the way they were meant to be. So I'm sorry I couldn't be more clear, but you know, the universe doesn't jump in on things like that because it is free will. So, okay, so Aki says, hey ma'am, hello Aki. I was in a toxic relationship so far. And recently came out messily. And I'm pursuing my career and have important exam this Saturday. I would like to know what is there for me anymore. Okay, so we have this exciting energy of a new path. See this path? This is an energy of creating your own path. Something new is coming up, something exciting, something that's going to offer growth. See that new growth? So this is something exciting. Page of Wands. Again, something exciting, something new is happening. Open your heart for it. So yeah, what is there for you? A lot of excitement on a brand new path. So take advantage of that. Witchy, good to see you. Ben, you know what? I saw that she was very moody because that Queen of Wands is a very moody energy. They're very blunt, to the point, sharp, cold shoulder a lot of the times, very focused on whatever's in front of them. Going to pick apart, very detailed. I'm not saying she's a bad person. Difficult does not mean bad. I read it as difficult. You weren't disrespectful in your thing. I don't want you to feel guilty about that. Really? My friend Brian at work, he said the same thing. Brian, who comes on here every once in a while, he said the same thing, that he didn't get the last two, or the last notification on Monday. He didn't get it. I'm like, Brian, you weren't on my reading. And he was like, what? I didn't get the notification. So I gotta check, see what's going on. Okay, so Witchy says, my question is, which one of the cats were hurt, or were any of them? Were any of Witchy's cats? How would I know, though? I guess by the other... I don't like this. I don't want to show you this card. Have they come back? Are they outside cats? Oh my god. I don't did they come back? None of them are... Oh man. I hope that's not the case. Let me pull another card. Oh my gosh. Please tell me that they came back and they're okay. Defensive. One of them might have been defending themselves. I don't know, Witchy. They might have gotten into a fight. Ah, yuck. Witchy says, I don't get why people even involve their exes in the relationship. Even if they have children, you can still co-parent and not be ruthless. Agreed. Okay, so Jazz says, what was the dream I had last night about being infatuated with? What was the dream? What was the dream I had last night about being infatuated with someone? I don't see anything. I feel so, like there was like a fight. It was chaotic. And about heartbreak, I don't see anything about being infatuated with the cards that came out. This is going through a rough time. Maybe this person who you're infatuated with is having a hard time. Maybe they're having a hard time. There's a blockage in getting to you. But there might be a blockage in this person getting to you. Maybe that's why it's been chaotic. And because you're waiting so long, you're heartbroken. I feel like something's in their path that they need to work on before they meet you. And Jana, thank you. How are you today? Okay, so Ablash, true intentions for Anjana. Does Ablash love Anjana? Can I have one more card? I feel like there might be something else that he's choosing right now. I feel like there's something else that's going on in his life. But he is not missing you right now, if I'm being honest. He's not missing you at this moment. But I do feel like there's something else that has his attention. Not someone else. Something else. Maybe something he's working on. Maybe he's maybe back in school or taking care of his parents or helping somebody out with something or has some kind of extracurricular going on. But I don't think I'm not getting that he's with somebody else. He's doing something else or something else that is distracting him. You find yourself thinking about the past a lot. Or maybe he does. So he might be thinking about you in the past tense. But I don't think he has current feelings for you. Not right now, though. I'm not sure that it's done. I feel like he's distracted. Okay. Okay, happy days. Okay, but if you paste it, I have to scroll down to get to you. So, you can paste it. Which she asked, will my writing eventually get published and will my house finally be done decorating in October? Shuffling for Witchy. She's asking about her writing. Will it get published? If you're brave enough to let people see it, because you're awesome at writing, sun in the upright, sun never sets, it's always bright, but you second guess yourself. So it's dimming your shine when you don't let anybody read it. All right, but I see that you might finally make the choice with this Four of Pentacles. Stop holding on to the secret of your writing and let others release. You have to release them in order for it to get published. You've been holding on to these writings. So I feel like Spirit's saying, if you take a chance and release, then you might be able to get them published. Take that chance. And will my house finally be decorated in October? Yes, I feel like you're finally going to be able to start focusing on better things rather than things that weren't serving you or things that were distracting you, negativity and such. You're going to start getting into things that make you happy. Maria, hello. Long time no see. Oh, we're still asking about Philip. Okay, let's shuffle for Maria. Shuffling. And just taking a second to let people know that I am Sarah B. And this is Just Be Tarot. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for spreading your good energy. And I appreciate you guys so much. Right now I am doing card pulls for the collective, so you can be any zodiac sign. Doesn't matter to me. You can ask a question, and I pull 2 tarot cards to answer that question. I go in order in how they're received, so you'll know it's your question when I read your handle. So just have patience. I will give you your answer just like I'm reading everybody else's. So don't forget to click on like and subscribe. And please join in if you feel keen on doing so. I'd love to hear from you. All right, so this question is for Maria. Will Philip try to come back? Will Philip try to come back to Maria? Will Philip try to come back to Maria? Will Philip try to come back to Maria? Okay, so let's see here. I feel like he might try to come back and manipulate you. Try to charm his way back into your life. Because we have the Chariot and the Seven of Swords. So I feel like if he comes back, okay, then he's going to try to manipulate you with this Seven of Swords energy. Be charming. But Spirit's saying you have to be present. Okay, don't think about the past. Okay, you have to be present and keep your mental health in mind. You have to do what's best for you. Because there's other opportunities coming your way that you need to look at. So yes, I do feel like Philip will be back. However, you're being now it's free will, of course, but I see that you need to be present and look for other opportunities. Okay, Rezia. Rezia wants to know, will I be on the Spotlight TV? Rezia wants to know if they'll be on the Spotlight TV. That sounds exciting. Spotlight TV. Rezia be on the Spotlight TV. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. Yeah, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Swords. So I don't feel like that is going to happen for you. I answered your specific question. I'm scrolling back. Happy Days, did I miss it? Oh, You're typing it out. Gotcha. Okay, so I asked a specific question. I'm working on nothing. I had my entire life destroyed. Please look at the chat. Okay. Severely depressed and barely get out of bed. Oh no. Black Church message. Black Church records. How does this work, if you don't mind me asking? You, if you want to, if you're guided to ask a question, then you ask a question and I will pull 2 cards for you. Now I go in order in how they're received, so it's fair to everyone. So if you ask a question, please be patient while I get to your question. But I do give everybody that the benefit of the 2 card pull and my explanation. So that's what I'm doing right now, and this is for anyone who wants to join in. I just ask that you have positive energy and light and love, and if you want to, if it behooves you, I would love for you to press like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. That lets you know when I'm going live or posting new readings. Most of the time, which you just said it didn't alert her. So that makes me a little bummed out, but most of the time it works and it does help my channel circulate around YouTube, and it's absolutely free for you, but it helps me immensely to grow my channel. So it is appreciated. So I hope you guys join in. I didn't see the question you posted. Was it too long? I see message retracted, message retracted. I see in parentheses, my question is a bit long due to details, but I already typed it out. So when you call me, I'll paste it here. And then after that, I don't see message retracted, happy days. I don't see anything else. If you ask again, I will certainly message retracted. Yeah. I'm sorry, happy days. I don't see it. I'm looking at the chat. I'm sorting through. I'm so sorry. You gave me a general reading that didn't resonate at all. Completely not my energy. Well, but that's the energy that came through. Here, I'm scrolling back up. She said, I'd like a reading, please, after the collective. And then it just says, yeah, I'm going through the worst time I've ever experienced. I'm about to give up on everything. But that's not a question. And then it says, oh my God, I'm literally stuck living with my abuser. They made me lose my job, destroyed my record, etc. Still not a question. Like, I don't know the specific question you're asking because they're not questions. And I'm sorry, it might be a miscommunication and I do apologize. And then you wrote in parentheses, my question is a bit long due to details, but already typed it out. So when you call me, I'll paste it here. And then I see a bunch of retracted messages from you. And then you said I asked a specific question. And then I'm back to this. I asked a specific question. I'm working on nothing. I had my entire life destroyed. Please look at the chat. But I don't see a question. You didn't answer the question I posted. You gave me a general read that didn't resonate at all. I just explained like you're giving me statements. I don't see any question that you asked. You're just telling me statements. I'm sorry, Happy Days. I mean, if I'm wrong, guys, please let me know, but I just scrolled through that whole thing. Okay, Jazz. This Be Forever Lasting Love, that song? Huh? This Be Forever Lasting Love. I mean, I'm going to take care of me this time. Wait, I'm going to take a me time this weekend. Good for you. No, plants don't work this weekend. No plans to work this weekend. I'm off. That's awesome. Good. Me time is necessary. Okay, so you never met Ablash in life. Okay, so you connected at work. Okay, so what is the connection between Ablash and Anna? What is the connection? Well, there's a connection there. Have you told him how you feel about him? Because nothing's going to happen unless one of you starts a conversation about meeting. Have you talked about that? Because I'm seeing there's a connection here. There's an emotional connection. And somebody needs to take the first step, the leap of faith, to make this connection happen. So unless somebody starts it, it's never going to happen. So unless you or him take the first step, then it probably won't happen for you. Okay. Jazz wants to know, why did my friend Angel Edwards not respond to text last night in time end our longtime friendship? Why didn't she respond to your text? I mean, I don't know her energy. She's not in the reading. I can only read your energy. I feel like you're realizing, though, that when people don't respond to you, you're going to have this moment of realization that when people don't respond to you, it's because they don't want to respond to you. It doesn't matter why. I mean, it's a day and age when if people want to talk to you, they'll talk to you. And if they're not responding to you, then they don't want to talk to you. Unfortunately, I hate to be brash, But I feel like you need to realize that it's time to, I feel like new people are going to be coming in for you that meet your level, that are on your level. But you have to realize that you can't take everybody to the next level with you. There are people who you're going to have to cut off or leave behind and weren't meant to go on your next cycle with you. And it's not because you had a falling out. It's not because there was a disrupt in your friendship. It's just because they're not going to grow with you. Not all friendships are forever. A reason, a season, a lifetime. There's many people who you're going to be friends with and not be friends with. It doesn't mean that you have to dislike them or there's any ill will. It just means that you've outgrown each other. Okay, Laura Hamilton said, will I receive money tomorrow? Will I receive money tomorrow? Shuffling for Laura. Will Laura receive money tomorrow? Is there an energy of money for Laura? I don't see any pentacles in your reading, but I do feel like there's change coming in. And we have the Queen of Swords in reverse, so I feel like you might be warming up to something. Let me see if I can clarify that, see if anything comes out when I clarify. Laura wants to know if she'll be receiving money tomorrow. What does this Queen of Swords energy have to do with receiving? Oh, and then we get the Queen of Swords again. I feel like you're hot and cold with somebody, or your energy's hot and cold right now. You need to stay strong for some reason. But we have this Queen of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Wands in the upright. Hot and cold energy. We're talking about money. Will Laura receive any kind of money tomorrow? Knight of Wands in reverse. I feel like something is going to come in lasting a long time. Spirit, what about the question? Will I receive money tomorrow from Laura? I am not connecting with the energy of money at all. Something's running hot and cold. We have change coming in with the Tower. Something you're not expecting, but is going to bring healing. You're going to need to remain strong. Here's this healing energy again with the Devil. Knight of Wands. It's going to be whatever this Wands energy or this Tower energy, it's going to be something. Whatever comes out from it is going to be something that lasts a while, but you're being asked to remain strong through the process. I'm sorry, I wasn't connecting with money at all, Laura. Got nothing for money. See, Witchy says, I would say either therapy or divorce before you move on because it's not fair to your significant others or your kids. See, Witchy's allowed to say that. I'm reading tarot. That's not why he came on for me to give my opinion, which is why I had to not. But I love you guys chiming in. But I do want people to realize that this is a safe place and that no judgment is going to be in this space. Okay. Jazz asks, does my grandmother Frances Sandoval have any messages for me? Her birthday is today. You're very connected to her right now with this High Priestess energy. She believes you're blocking yourself from moving forward. But she's been giving you messages. But the Chariot in reverse is blockages. So there's something that's blocking you from moving forward or becoming your best self or moving on with your path. But I do feel like she's giving you messages. You're very connected to her. Oh, what is my opinion? Ben Smith asked, what is my opinion? Whew. Kind of the same thing. Like, I don't hold judgment because I have made decisions that haven't always been the popular decisions as far as what people might be considered the right thing to do. But until people are in that space, in that energy of, I have this, but I connect with this other person physically, mentally, spiritually, it's hard. But I do think that something needs to be addressed. I did say, have you talked to your current partner about what's happening? I'm sure it's been discussed a million times, probably over and over again, to the point where you're tired of having the same fight. But it really is about, see, I believe when something's calling you, it's not going to stop calling you until you answer it. But I do think that you need to handle things correctly and maturely. And that's going to have the least hurtful impact on your people, on your soul tribe. And I don't know how old your kids are, but you've been with this person for, I think you said 16 years, and I think 16 years is worth a heads up. And that's just my opinion. But I have been there in the midst of choices. And I don't think that people understand. And, believe me, I used to have my opinions too. And they were like, that shouldn't happen and blah, blah, blah. But until you're there, unfortunately, I am not the morals police here. I'm going to love you guys no matter what decisions you make. I do think that it was very brave of you to come on and ask that question, knowing that there's mostly women here who are asking questions and can easily give you negative feedback. But I do commend you for feeling that I'm a safe enough place that you understand and can open yourself up to that. and that I'm open up enough to, number one, just read the cards the way they were meant to come out, which I did, and I wasn't giving your opinion and giving you my opinion until you asked for it. And I appreciate you asking for my opinion, but like I said, I'm not the morals police. But I think it's worth talking to your partner, your current partner, about your feelings about your relationship. If she's difficult, then that's a hard life to live the rest of your life with a difficult person if they're not willing to bend. You may have tried therapy before. You may have, like I said, a lot of times before these choices happen. And there's a reason why the Lover's card was called the choice card. You think you're the first person in this situation? The Lover's card was originally called the choice card. On the original card, it had a person, a male, and two females. Okay? One was a demure, dressed like a demure person. The other one dressed like a hussy. Like, which one are you going to choose before? You had this option or this option. Now, that was back in the 1600s. It evolved, obviously, to what we have now. But certainly, this conundrum has been around for centuries. So, do I think you should be judged? No. Unless you're in that situation, then nobody's going to know how you feel. And I do hope that I helped a little bit. I know I'm probably going to lose followers because I'm being honest and open. But, you know, not everybody's perfect. And sometimes you make decisions rashly sometimes. And thank God you're thinking about it. You know, you could have already jumped into this. So you're actually thinking about it and being like, what should I do? So I hope that helped. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just a human. I don't know. So, anywho, I'm Sarah B. This is Just Be Tarot. I am going to keep moving on. Carla, I wanted to ask if this art course I have in mind is good fit for me. Let's see. Shuffling for Carla. Is this art course for Carla? What? Tell me about it, Spirit. What energy are we getting from this art course for Carla? I do feel like it's new learning. It's willing to take a peek into, because this is the Page of Swords, all about learning and focus and starting learning something new. All right, so I do see the Three of Pentacles in reverse here. So it may or may not work out, but I do feel like you should try. But Three of Swords is usually, or Three of Pentacles is usually working in a partnership. So they might have you working solo. Maybe even working from home. Something along those lines. Maybe it online. So that might be what I'm getting too. This might not be not working out. It could be it's a solo venture. Maybe you're doing this by yourself, meaning like you're not doing it like with friends or family. This is something that you're going to do by yourself. Or this might be something like maybe it's an online course or something in that aspect. But I do see that you need to give it a shot. This Page of Swords is new learning. Taking a chance. Hello, Gwen. Gwen wants to know, when will I meet my soulmate? Gwen wants to know when they'll meet their soulmate. When will Gwen meet their soulmate. Now, I'm not good with time frames, okay? Or she asked, will I meet my soulmate? Okay, sorry, Spirit. Gwen wants to know, when will I meet my soulmate? I feel like you have to be a little bit more vulnerable. You're not, see, you're not done yet. You're not done meeting your soulmates. And I feel the same way, Spirit. So I'm going to explain. I feel like there are more than one soulmate in your life, and soulmates can come in a lot of different energies, masculine, feminine, children. Um, and did you ever feel like when you run into somebody or meet like a friend of a friend and you guys just connect immediately and you have this energy and you can't, it's unexplainable, and you're just like best friends the next week? Like, that's soulmate energy. And I've had a few people like that in my life that you just connect with and they change your life. And it might be for a limited amount of time. It might be for, maybe it's 10 years you're friends with them and then all of a sudden they go their own way and you go your own way, but they made a significant impact on your life. That's a soulmate. Like my ex-husband. We're not together. I haven't been with him for a long time, but we grew up co-parenting my son, who is now 31. Is he a soulmate? Abso-fucking-lutely. We have gone through hell and high water raising my son. Yes, he's a soulmate. He has seen the very worst parts of me, and I him, and have seen the very best parts of me. And we still wish each other happy birthdays. We still, like, when they had, he lives in Texas, so when they had those big floods in Texas, I'm texting him, I hope you and your wife are okay, tell me you're safe. Like, that's just, I don't talk to him. If I talk to him 2 or 3 times a year, that's a lot. But I'm still, his energy is still here because he's a part of me. Like, he's made such an impact on my life that I feel like, will I meet my soulmate? You're not done. You're not done meeting your soulmates. There are going to be so many more people coming into your life who make you grow. So now, are you talking, will you meet your partner? That's a different question. But I'll let you ask that question. Like, because a soulmate is, I feel like it can be very, very different from what people think. A soulmate connection can come in a lot of shapes and forms, and they can be your best friend. They can be an ex person. So, like I said, somebody you're co-parenting with. It could be somebody that you've known for a long time, maybe somebody you helped raise, and they, you made a significant impact on their life. So if they don't consider you a soulmate, they probably should, but they might not, have that connection with their higher power. But I do feel like you're not done meeting all of your soulmates, Gwen. Okay, Witchy says, yeah, I didn't get Mondays and I didn't get today's. Frig. I don't like that news. Aki says, thank you so much, ma'am. I would also like to know, how will the exam turn out? Will I pass and get the job? Okay, so Aki wants to know about this exam. How is it going to, what's going to happen with this exam? I feel like you're going to get some relief and clarity. Yep. It's so funny. This is both about expansion, relief, clarity, enlightenment. So I do feel like that this is going to work out for you. You're definitely going, I feel like you're going to pass the exam. Now, whether or not you're going to get the job, like, I feel like it's a yes here. But the exam is certainly going to help you. In the house, but there was a... Oh, okay. So they're in the house, thank God. But there was blood a little bit, and then there were scissors, but they don't have anything on them. And I checked the cats, and neither one of them are having anything on. Well, thank God, because when I pulled that death card, I was shook. I did not want to show you that at all. Okay, so Jazz asks, what zodiac signs are they? Let me pull one more card to see if there's some significance. Okay, so this could either be Earth energy, which is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or air, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So that is the zodiac signs I am feeling for you. And a blockage is when something is standing in the way of you moving forward in a path, like you hanging on to energetic ties, you being in a negative energy. You need to raise your energy to have you move on. Right now, you are blocking yourself from moving forward with something. This could be you're holding on to the past, or you're thinking about the past. If your energy is low, sometimes that could be a blockage. There could be something standing in your way. Sometimes, not saying you, but sometimes for others, it could be an ex or an energy. Maybe it's a job that you don't like, something along those lines. Anything blocking your way to a new path is a blockage. Okay. Danielle Perry. What should I focus on today? Okay, Danielle wants to know, what should I focus on today? Danielle wants to know. Okay, you're in your head about something. So you need to let go of whatever it is you're overthinking about, because it is a time to celebrate. Once you get out of this energy, it's going to clarify something for you, and you're going to see good things coming in. So focus on getting out of your head. And it says, any star sign I should gravitate towards. Let's shuffle for that. See what signs come out. Air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And Anna. Albash is very busy with his career and recently shifting also to different locations. Okay, well, something needs to be said to this person. Somebody needs to take the first step, because nothing is going to align with you until you take that first step. That is really important. Carla says, last night I dreamed that my boyfriend was happier with someone else. Were you mad at him all day? Sometimes I used to do that. I used to be so have a dream that I got in an argument or something happened, and then I'd be mad. This is a dream I'm having quite often. Is this about my own insecurities? Okay, so Spirit, tell me what is going on with this reoccurring dream that Carla is having about her boyfriend. Tell me, what is this energy about this dream? Thank you. Okay, I'm going to clarify this. We have the Four of Swords. I was feeling Spirit saying you're not getting a good enough sleep. Spirit can be very funny like that. Let's see. Let's clarify. Can I clarify this for us, Sword Spirit? What is... Can you clarify for this dream that Carla's having? What's the energy of it? It's making you sad. I do think it is your insecurities, and I feel like they're growing with the Seven of Pentacles. But you have to get out of that mindset because, you know, what you think about is what comes into fruition. So you don't want to put that into the universe. Can we clarify the Seven of Pentacles? Can we clarify this? Thank you. Yep, it's your own insecurities with this Ace of Cups in reverse. Yes, get out of that mindset. I just heard they're choosing you every day. Okay, so we have Melbourne, Australia. Hello, Danielle. Quite confusing. You're being so kind and respectful. Well, thank you. Danielle, do you have a question? Did you have one up here? Yeah. What should I focus on today? I answered that. Okay, and Jana says, always feel a pull towards Alabash as if I know him from the past. It's long distance. Okay, but have you addressed to him that your feelings for him? Firmino, I haven't seen you in a moment. Okay. So, Firmino, we have the Empress for you, which is growth. Fruitful. Transformation. Shuffling for Firmina, thank you. You might need to seek clarity on something in your career, or maybe you have questions about some kind of change that's happening. Maybe it's a policy or procedure. And we have the Three of Cups. That means in reverse. So some people might be leaving your office or your team. There might be some people who aren't going to be on your team anymore. But yeah, so I feel like there's a lot of changes going on, but they're going to be fruitful for you. You might need some more clarity, though, with policies and procedures that might be changing. Okay, Jazz asks, I'm ready to meet new people on my level. Yay! I love to hear that. And Jana says, what's coming up in my love life? And Jana says, what's coming up in her love life? Ooh. We have an energy coming in for you. Can I get another card for Anjana regarding her love life? Thank you. Ooh, and this is going to come in very quickly. You might already know this person and you might realize that you have feelings for them. Look at, and the way I'm holding this, it's like this person may be chasing you, or you might already know this person and they might already be on your radar as somebody who's coming in towards you. This person's trying to catch up to you, see? So keep an eye out for that. Aw, love you too, Jazz. Thank you. Okay, Flower. Hi, Flower. Flower wants a career reading. We're shuffling for Flower for a career reading. What does Flower need to know? And I just want to Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. Thank you all for joining me. Please click on like and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell. That's going to let you know when I'm going live. Usually I go live on Mondays and Thursdays. Today is just a pop-up Wednesday reading because I needed your energy. I was feeling a little down today, and I needed a pickup. And you guys are always the ticket to a pick-me-up. So please, it's absolutely free for you and is really great to grow my channel and to have my messages circulate. And it is so appreciated. All right, so I am shuffling for a career pull for Flower Spirit. What does Flower need to know about their career? You feel like you're being left out. Maybe you feel like you should have gotten that promotion or that raise that was offered to somebody else, or might feel like that now, or this could be maybe you're let go from your job. You're feeling left out, wounded, perhaps. But I do feel like there's an energy coming in, a new opportunity coming in that's going to offer you emotional happiness. Like you're going to feel safe. You're going to feel like, okay, now I can see myself surviving in this expensive world. Okay, so there's going to be a new opportunity coming in for you. I feel like it's going to make you feel more secure and emotionally sound. You're not always going to have to be worrying. Hi, Martha. Oh, thank you, Carla. Okay, it's an online course, so that makes sense. Okay. I'd love to know, like, I was just like, oh, I don't know. It's like, what is this? I love when things like, I'm just like, could this be an online? I'm glad to know that that made sense. Okay, so Gwen says, yes, will I meet my partner? Now that's a better way to phrase it. Okay, so I feel like you've been waiting for this. You've been manifesting this for a long time, Gwen. You are going to meet your partner. We had the Three of Wands. This person is going to come in, and when you meet this person, it's going to happen very quickly. Okay, so yes, you've been waiting a long time. The universe is, or your higher power, is developing the path towards you. Okay, so, we all have to go through our own stuff to meet our people where we're supposed to meet them. And we all have to go through our own stuff and struggles and tribulations to get to where we need to be. All right, so I do see that, yes, you've waited a long time, but this is going to be worth it. This is King of Pentacles energy. We're not talking a knight. We're talking this is somebody who is mature, This person might own their own house. This person might even own their own company. But this person might also have like children from a previous relationship. They're established. Um, they've been, doing this adult thing for a long time. So this might be somebody older than you, or the same age, but this person is ready for you. They're ready for being able to settle down. They've done, they've what do they call it? Sowed their wild oats already, and they're ready for you. They're going to be ready to meet you, but have patience, because when it comes in, it's going to come in like a lightning bolt. And I just heard, when you know, you'll know. So be on the lookout for that. Okay, John said, good evening. Will I get the job I interviewed with, and what will the outcome be? Wait, with to what outcome? I do feel a new energy here, new opportunity, so I feel like this is going to be good. This is going to be a good energy for you. We have Page of Cups, so that's new. Yeah, it's going to work out. They're going to treat you fairly. So I'm feeling like you're going to get the money that you deserve. And this is going to be a good new opportunity for you. This is for John, if I didn't say that before. Flower asks, will I be able to get a job in the future? Yes. And you're going to be able to even make and save money from that job. Maybe you haven't been able to save money in the past. Maybe you've been living paycheck to paycheck. But when you get a new job, you're going to be able to save money. See? That's what I'm talking about. Best friends can be soulmates too. I agree. Yeah, losing a pet is never good. I know how it felt when I lost mine. Witchy asks, will I meet my soul partner soon? Will Witchy meet her soulmate partner soon? Somebody might be coming in from your past who wants to connect with you. I have another card regarding Witchy's soulmate partner. You have to pay attention to it, though. It looks like they may not be somebody who you're readily attracted to. This might be somebody who's right in front of you. Look at you with your Queen of Pentacles energy. I feel like this is going to be once you are healed and are ready to go out again and socialize, then you're going to be able to put more energy out there, and that energy is going to come back to you in that form of soulmate potential. Thank you, Danielle. Okay, John, I believe I answered that question. Hi, Rezia. Thank you, Anjana. Appreciate you. Okay, does Merched love Rezia and is he coming back? Let's see what energy is for Merched. Thank you. Merched has a lot of growing to do. He is healing. He's on a road to healing. Okay? But he also needs to see clarity. Like it's not enough to just be in a healing energy. You have to be able to see how you contributed to things as well. Like with a breakup or any kind of change or shift, it's not just one person that is causing the shift. Now, even if they walk down on you or if they cheated or whatever, there's a reason why. So, and I'm not saying placing blame on anybody, but it's a partnership. And when something falls in a partnership, that's usually when the other person breaks the relationship off. So I feel like this person has to take accountability for their role and the role they're playing in their own life. Now, this might not be having to do with you. This might be having to do with, suppressed energy. But they are trying to heal from this, but they really do need to take accountability. Now, let me see if they're coming back. I don't see that they're coming back anytime soon because they're really working on themselves right now. Yeah, they're not coming back yet. They're working on themselves right now. They're not ready. I don't do it daily. I go live every Monday and Thursday between 6:30 and 7 Eastern Time. I live in the United States. And, usually I take questions for a couple hours. And I do pop-ups sometimes Tuesdays or Wednesdays. Usually my energy on Friday is depleted between work and doing this. My full-time job, I mean. I wish I could do this for my full-time job. I would be so blessed. Universe, you hear that? Putting it out there. But sometimes I'll show up on the weekend. That's why I say set your notification bell, because I do just kind of pop up sometimes. I even got a phone holder for my visor so maybe I can do some in the car while I'm waiting for things or on my lunchtime at work. Am I obsessed with having you guys in my life? Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Don't judge. But thank you for asking. I hope to see you back, Danielle. Thank you, Witchy, for answering. Okay, guys, I think I have to end this. I do still have to eat my dinner. It's almost 9 p.m. here, and I have to eat my dinner, digest, and go to bed. I have my full-time job tomorrow, but I will be back tomorrow evening between 6:30 and 7. I'm so sorry I didn't get to all of your questions, but please ask me tomorrow, and I will continue answering them. I am so sorry that I wasn't able to finish answering your questions. I had a full work day and I am just energetically exhausted right now. So I don't want to have that energy and start disconnecting. But I will be back tomorrow. You have no idea how much I enjoy you guys and just love the energy that surrounds me when I'm on here. I truly, truly, truly enjoy you guys and everything you do by spreading, liking, and subscribing. And that just gets, and every time you ask a question, it gives, the channel a little bit more to the algorithm. So Every little thing helps, and I'm truly grateful for you all. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Please be safe out there. It's a treacherous world, and just know that you are loved. Bye.